Yeah, it's the Dan Levely Show. Turn it up, let's go. Lights on, cameras rolling, we ain't never slowing. Dan Levely in the building, everybody know him. Mic check, 1, 2, got the city in a trance. Every guest on the couch, got a story, got a chance. Talk beats, we talk dreams, we talk late nights. Culture in the mix, keep it real, keep it tight. From the underground up to the main stage, every episode another chapter, another page. Trap house beat, keep it up tempo. We vibe in love on the Dan Levely Show. Music, stories, culture, let it flow. Turn the speakers up, let the whole world know. Yeah, trap house beat, keep it up tempo. We vibe in love on the Dan Levely Show. Music, stories, culture, let it flow. Turn the speakers up, let the whole world know. Yeah, spotlights flashing, the crowd's reaction. Energy electric, every word's a caption. Artists spilling secrets, legends in the chat. Laughs and confessions, real talk in the air. We breaking boundaries, never playing it safe. From the heart of the city to the digital wave. Every sound, every voice, every beat we play. It's a movement, a moment, every single day, yeah. Trap house beat, keep it up tempo. We vibe in love on the Dan Levely Show. Music, stories, culture, let it flow. Turn the speakers up, let the whole world know. Girl, the honor to God had us fall. Take it long, keep it love, the Dan Levely Show. Trap house plays, rubber in, we don't go see much time. Keep biting on fall.
And thank you for clicking that play button. We have some technical difficulties, but we are here. I've been following this guy for quite some time, for about 5 years now. Huge fan of his. From his prison recipes to life in prison and his life story, pretty much. Hi, there you go. You can see me now. And his life story and everything. He is the author. He's an author, a YouTuber, probably the biggest jewel thief in American history. And we're going to get to his story today. Everybody, please welcome Larry Lawton to the Dan Levely Show. Here we go.
Hey, Dan. Thank you for having me.
I got to do it. Here we go. Hey, not a problem. Thank you for coming on. I do appreciate you.
You're welcome, Dan. I thank you for the introduction. It's funny because, I like to do shows and I don't care the size. I just like that sometimes you have to just relax and just let a show go. I do a lot of shows and then, a lot of news organizations also, and you don't get the time. I like certain shows like that you could get when you want to explain something, explain it, That's what podcasts, that's what makes this so much better than radio. I had a radio show years and years ago. It's a set time. If you miss it, you can't do anything about it. And, I get it. But now with podcasts, you just put it on, play them. I play them all the time when I'm in the car or something like that. So,
yeah, I just got big into podcasting because of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, of course.
He was.
I actually did.
Yeah,
well,
yep.
I'll tell you a show. No. You know who Lex Friedman is?
Yeah, I actually got in. Lex Friedman? No.
Look him up. You'll see. You'll probably know. But
okay.
Anyway, yeah. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Gonna go live.
We are live. So.
I should have let my audience know. I could have let them know. Maybe I put something up. Let me put something up while we're talking too. Yeah, okay, and cool. Obviously, everything. Dan, I look at it this way. Listen, communications is what helps everybody. And whatever you want to believe, communication is the only thing you need to teach somebody in today's world, even
Hmm.
with chat and all this crap. And you have to be able to communicate. It saved my life, not my strength, not my size, not my uh, anything but my brains and a way to communicate. That's what people don't get. They want to think it's all about something else. It's not.
Right. Yeah, but everybody wants to be a
Dan,
tough
is there a
guy.
link for this show? Can I catch a link? Let me see.
You want the YouTube link? I can show you. I can
Yeah,
send
yeah,
you
yeah.
the
Give me a
YouTube
YouTube
link
link.
real quick. Yeah, give me a second, real quick.
Yeah, no problem. Are you sending it to me? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna send it
So
to you
yeah, and then you can
via
go
email.
any like speak ask. I always say this, and I think I told you. Some people ask me, do you want the questions? Do you want the beforehand? Are you kidding me? I don't want anything. I don't prepare. You could ask me everything. I'm an open book, obviously. I have a
Right.
book, best-selling book. My other book will come out here within the next month. Uh, it's the cookbook, and man, it's been over. We're way over. We're past due on that. Way past due on that. And everything happened with that thing. People quit. What do you call it? Publishing companies, and then they wanted
Hmm.
this. Sometimes they don't make it easy.
Right, right, right. Yep.
But
I just
what
sent
are you
that
gonna
link
do?
to you by the way.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like I was starting like for some reason I got into prison videos. I think it was because I started watching like 60 Days In or something. I think that started like
Yeah,
around 5 or 6 years
I
ago.
reviewed
Yeah,
that. A lot of people like those
yeah.
though.
Uh huh. Yep, yep. And I found you on YouTube, and I was just like, ex jewel thief. I'm like, huh. So I clicked on it, and then I actually started doing research on you, and I was like, holy crap. I was like, okay, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna start getting to this guy's story, and I listened to your book on Spotify, Gangster Redemption, like at least 5 times, and your story is just amazing.
uh, yeah. Well, sometimes it's hard for me, Dan, to actually sometimes, I'm just living it, so I don't think about it. Like, but
Hmm.
then when you sit back and you think about the hole in the prison and the time and the money I robbed and the stuff I'm doing and recognized on Congress and police officer and YouTube and
Hmm.
I didn't even know what YouTube was, Dan, until 2019. I literally
Okay.
thought YouTube was to fix your glasses. Like, oh, okay, you fix somebody's glasses, you got to fix their carburetor. I mean, I just didn't know. I got out of prison in 2007, right when YouTube came out, but I,
Hmm.
I, I couldn't even function back then. I mean, I did couldn't couldn't really couldn't I couldn't start a computer or answer a telephone. It was
Right.
crazy because you're totally institutionalized, and at that time, you got to remember, I went away in 1996. In 1996 to
Hmm.
2007, you want to talk about a tech explosion? The internet, the just I come out of I go in and they had just started AOL. You got mail, and then
Hmm.
I remember buying a computer, the best you can buy in 1996, right before I went in. The best thing you can buy. They had this thing in it, like a 6-time modem and all this, and I tried to give it to my son. I was in prison. I said, Dad, I got a great computer. He goes, Dad, that's no good. It's out already. I go, holy Christ! I
It's like
spent
yeah,
five thousand
obsolete.
dollars, and it's an anchor. It's a waste. It's crazy. And imagine, like, I went in and they didn't give us technology. They didn't give us phones. They didn't do anything. Uh, so you had to come out there like you were like, wow. I mean, I had cell phone. I had
Hmm.
a cell phone before I went to prison. Those things, they look like a brick, a Motorola brick.
Yeah.
I used to say I could
Yep.
beep
Yep.
somebody and make a phone call with this thing. I could do a commercial. It's, I mean, then and I had the first ones before that actually. Then I had the one with a strap around my shoulder with the antenna. What a jerk I was. What
Right.
was important? That it's stupid. I mean, I look back at my life and the waste and the things I did and what makes me happy now. Things are so different. I don't
Yep.
chase anything. I got a better disposition, of course. I'm not going to go back to prison for stupid shit. I mean, I'm not for anything, and I don't even know what
Right.
could get me back. Nothing, unless somebody did something to your family or something. But
Right.
there's nothing like. I look at now at my age, and I'm 65. I'll be 65 in a few months, and I'll tell you what. I really learned one. I think I sometimes getting a little bit. I got to catch myself, where I get a little bit anti-government. I hate say anti-government because I'm not anti-government. Very
Right.
discouraged with the system. Very. Just like this
Mm-hmm.
whole thing they
Yeah.
came out with the indictment. I did a video on the they I should have did it differently, but I went on a rant, and I don't take one word of that back. They were talking about how this is the biggest indictment in the history of this drone. 12 They got 12 people indicted. They had 38 drops, over 10 prisons in 3 years. That is not a
Mm-hmm.
crisis. That is not even an alarm. If you think about that, is 10 prisons. That's once a year. I mean, you have to rotate in 3 years. That's 30. Yeah, 10, 30. And then you have
Right.
36 months. And are they crazy? They don't want to address what's serious. And this is what I don't know what's going on. What about the guards bringing this stuff in? They can stop this.
Right.
Come on. I did it and I talked. They know it. They're just trying to push it. Something's going to come out soon about some other, because they try to jump on the bandwagon beforehand. They do. Dan, if I start getting into rehabilitation, I'm gonna,
Mm-hmm.
it's how I am about it. I'm passionate about it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
listen. I believe people should be held accountable. I was held accountable. I never bitched one day in my life, and they took everything. And listen, every nickel, they took it, but that's okay. Listen, it wasn't mine. Never. I'm not a bitter man.
Right.
Pass. I'm like a duck too. Things roll off my shoulders. You know what I mean? I don't let things bother me too much. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but what our government is doing to people, and what pisses me off is man who practiced law for practice, who did the law for 10 years. I can't practice because I couldn't take the bar, but
Mm-hmm.
did the law for 10 years, and I've seen so much stuff in the behind the scenes and what they're doing, and it really pisses you off because they don't play fair, and they're supposed to.
No.
Why are they trying to get you? Why do cops try to get you? What makes it? And I really, going back to the old Stanford experiment. You heard of that? The Stanford experiment, the project, Stanford College in 1971.
Mm-hmm.
If you know anything about it, there was a study done by Stanford University, and it was a prison. They made half the students prisoners and half the students guards. It was a 30-day
Okay.
study to see how the people developed. Do you know they had to quit it in 7 days because the guards in this study were beating and abusing the other people? It's something with
Oh wow.
power, and it's something with and unless you want to address that I don't think you're going to want to fix it. Well, listen, they don't get paid. There's so many dynamics I can get into. Uh, and our system doesn't want to fix it. Let's face it, the prison
Mm-hmm.
industrial complex is a massive money making machine. I mean, let's go. And it seems like the older I get, I see stuff a little bit better. I was very much, I still am. I love my country, but let's stop the bullshit and how we're doing everything right. We are the worst country in the free world
Right.
on incarceration. Period. Our
Mm-hmm.
infant mortality, so many things are not where they're supposed to be. I watch videos from all over the world every day. That's what I do. And
Right.
when are we going to stop it? When are we going to stop it? I'm going off. I'm sorry on you, Dan, but
Oh,
it's
you're good.
I
You're good. Go ahead.
I get to that point where I'm at that point, and I don't care. I talk to my team. I don't care. I don't put many commercials at all because I turn things down. I don't, and I look at it because first of all, I was one of the guys that back in the day when I blew up uh, in a year, I hit a million in a year, and I'll never forget this though. This is when the NFTs were going with the other influencers and creators, if you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
and I got approached, and I sat down. I have them. I can show you them. And I pulled the plug. I didn't get the feeling. I really didn't. And I'm glad, of course, because it turned out to be all bullshit and
Mm-hmm.
pump and dump. You know, uh, I don't want that to be. I don't want the channel to be that way. I mean, I have fun. I play GTA. I do crazy shit. I am a little bit different for a
Yeah.
65-year-old man, but I have fun. I respect young people more than any man my age, because your age and younger, uh, let's
Mm-hmm.
face it, you guys are going to solve the world's problem. My generation fucked it up. Uh, really did. And you guys will fix it. I have no problem with that. Listen,
Right.
we've done it through centuries, thousands of years,
Right.
society keeps going. Unless you're I'm not a pessimist. I'm always an optimist. I believe in,
Right.
the good in people. I get fucked over a lot. And keep saying to myself, I'm not going to let the people who fuck me over ruin it for the other people that I'm helping, whether it's money or whatever.
Right.
And I got robbed for a lot of money and, like in businesses and stuff. And, you learn. But I'm not going to stop doing it because I'm helping other people. And then if I let those people
Right.
ruin it, and I get burned, it's my stupidity, it's my trust, it's my thing. And it is what it is. I don't have to be that violent guy that I was when I was younger in prison. I don't have to be that way.
Right.
And I prefer not to be. I always tell young people today, I don't care how tough you think you are. First of all, there's someone tougher. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
that's what I try to tell women. Hey, listen, to the guys. I said, you think she's with you for what? There's always someone with a bigger dick. There's someone with more money. There's someone who's better looking, better job than you. She's not with you for that.
Right.
I mean, you got to, give and
Mm-hmm.
take. I try to let them know because it took me a long time because I chased it, Dan. I chased the money, had it, millions and limousines, and I was never truly happy.
Right.
I don't need that. I live a nice, modest life. I enjoy it. I like doing what I'm doing, and until people don't want me to do it and they want me to do it, I'm not going to, stop. I'm not going to jump on all the crazy stuff that
Right.
goes out there either. I know all the influences. We all know each other. And I've helped
Mm-hmm.
some. They've helped me. Some big ones, 10 million. Some guys that I remember they were done, and I helped them get them past the thing. And that's why I always try to help anybody. Shows. If I have time,
Right.
it's in my window. Come on, especially small shows. I like that because
Right.
that's to me. People find shows like that. Maybe 10 people, then 10 another 10. Just keep going. People quit
Mm-hmm.
too much, and you're not, but people do quit. And that's their problem. Usually, people
That,
quit right before they're gonna make it. They don't know it.
yep. That's like the trend I've been noticing is that usually people quit right before it's about to jump off.
That's
Like
right.
I'm like, you can't just do something for a couple months and expect to be famous overnight. That's when I tell people about the whole podcasting thing. I'm like,
No,
you can't just do it overnight. It's a marathon.
and it's
I mean,
a.
yeah, some people might get a million here and there, but it's a
But
marathon.
what you do too, Dan, is you have to try different things. You experiment. You do
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, and that's what's the beauty of it. You can do this. You can
Yep.
do it from your house. You can do it from your computers. You can do it from not. Listen, I started YouTube with an iPhone 10. That's it. Literally, didn't even have a tripod.
Wow.
I literally put my phone first upwards. I didn't know to put it landscape, and then I put it, on my desk in the
Right.
room that my mother was in the other room. She just passed, so, but and I took care of her for 8 years, my mom. So, but I
Oh
was
wow.
still here. That's why I'm still in the same place. Because what happened was I got out of prison. I came here. Then I started doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Moved on my own. When I went down South Florida, I had a condo in the marina. The whole works. Well, then mom got sick, and I had she was 85 when she got sick. She just passed at 93. But I was
Oh
able
wow.
to
Okay.
come back, and I built a whole studio. In the garage. Did everything. You have a real nice
Right.
screens, big stuff. But I always try to help tell people it doesn't take anything except you're willing to put something up. Take a shot.
You just have to do it.
Take a
Yeah.
fucking shot. You fail 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
So
You miss him. You just miss him.
you miss it, man. You never know. I tell you, I did stuff. I could look back now. I went on a show. Maybe it was. I remember going on a CNN show in 2008. girl that I met on that show, he just was nice. I did a lot of, you know what I do for analyzing on TV and stuff. The Louvre robbery. I met her in the Fox studio. She was an executive producer. She was been in the business 15 years. She comes in. She's, oh my God, Larry, you're back. Because I take off and I go, I don't know about back, but this is the real. She goes, because normally they come in and they tell you what to do, you know, with this segment.
Right.
They into me and she goes, do your thing. Like, because she knows I know what I'm doing, you know, as far as the show. And they just want to get their show through their time slots with as many guests and stuff and no hiccups and that they can do. And that's their goal. So when they get a
Right.
guest that they know, it's like, oh, good, he's done. That 8 minutes is done. You know? So
It's like on to the next one, I guess. Like I hate people or
you know what it is though, Dan?
shows are like time
I think
slots. Not really people. I don't like time slots.
two things people do that just you know, as young people, too many people are negative. Uh, I don't hang
Mm-hmm.
around negative people. Period. Period. They will suck the energy out of you. Suck the energy out of a room. Always negative. Everybody's wrong. Never their fault. Never their try to. I'm not saying, hey, listen, we need
Facts.
balance too. People
Facts.
do need balance, but people do need balance, and I agree with that. But that's for them to do because they're not going to be happy no matter what. Some of those
Right.
people you could give them $1 million and they'll bitch you didn't give them 2 million. You know what I mean? It's some people will never
Yep.
be happy no matter what you do, and that's just
Yep.
I've learned where as far as I do, I just stay away from negative people. You know, you try to talk to them and you see, and you can tell right away, and they're just looking for a scapegoat or an argument. Listen, I know the system's broke, but I want to communicate. I want to try to fix it. I want to, what's your plan?
Mm-hmm.
What's my idea? What's this person's idea? You know, I want to do, I don't want it to just be, because it's not just Larry or anybody for that matter. It's a collective group of people. It does get me somewhat pissed when I listen to these news pundits or people who've never even stepped foot in a jail or prison,
Right.
and now they're running shit, and it makes no sense to me. You know, do you want a guy who's? It's like you know, you always say, if I want to know about electricity, I'm going to go to an electrician. If I
Right.
want to know about plumbing, I'm going to a plumber. Well, you want to know about prison, go to a guy who's been in there on both sides, actually. You know, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
as person who was incarcerated in the whole works, and got out now as an honorary police officer in Congress. So he proved he can do both ways. But you know they don't care because some of them are. Let it. I'm not getting jaded, but it's the. You want me to get deep? It's the people, Dan. It's our society's being dumbed
Okay.
down. I really believe that they don't want to get involved.
True.
They let. They
True.
let. Listen, you know there is a saying, and I know people saying it's true. There's so much corruption, but let's just take this as a light. Let's take a traffic light. You live in a community, and up at the corner, there's a stop sign. 5 kids got killed at that stop sign because people keep blowing the stop sign. They need a light. They know that, but they just didn't do it. Well, some guy comes along and says, listen,
Mm-hmm.
I want to run for mayor because I'm going to put a light there because if there's no light, we're going to lose another kid, and I can't sit around and do that. Everybody agrees, and they vote for him, and that's how they get in. Well, we don't hold any of the people. You ask most people don't know who their mayor is, don't know who their congressman is, don't know who their senator is, and
Mm-hmm.
that's only two to a state. And it's amazing to me that then they bitch. Listen, I talk to young people and I say, listen, you guys don't know how much power you have. Your age, Dan, you know, like you guys
Mm-hmm.
could run this world. First of all, you got the youth, the energy, the smarts, the tech end of it, the whole works. The only thing the old people have, and I witnessed it, is that they are going to the polls. Period. They won't miss them for rain. They're not going to get hung over to go. That's an obligation to them, and they take it seriously. And that's where we, because if
Right.
you imagine if you had all the people in an area, this is what I say they should do. If you take a congressman, let's say you want a guy, let's say you have a very powerful youth voting block in your community. I mean, very powerful. You can
Mm-hmm.
move elections because
Yeah.
you get them together. It's just about getting people together, sign them up, and once you have that, you pick one issue. You tell a congressman, listen, we're going to get you in, but we want to legalize marijuana. I'm just saying, whatever the law, that all people are really. Put it this way: I know that 78% of the United States wants it legal, so I don't get that. But
Right.
anyway, let's just take that.
Right.
So now you, as the representative, go up to a congressman and say, listen, we're going to vote for you. But here's what we're going to do. We want to see you fight for us. We don't want you to go into Congress and then go in there and then have the Speaker of the House or your party leader tell you what to do and also put stuff in. Oh, no, you can't do that. Because here's what happens. And I know many politicians, and I literally not only speak to them, speak to vice presidential candidates, lieutenant governors, a lot of stuff, been on my show and stuff like that. I had the presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party on my show last year. And,
wow.
Dan, I could get him on your party for sure. Let me tell you something. It's funny, though, because everybody says we need to put somebody in office. But here's what happens. They get the guy in the office. He says he's going to do that. Of course, the guy says he's going to do that. Of course, I'll do whatever you want. He doesn't do it. Guess what happens? He still wins the next election.
Right.
How? Because here's what he says. He says to his constituents, hey, listen, it wasn't time. The timing to put this in, the Republican Party, whatever, Democratic Party, whatever you are, because I'm a libertarian. So whatever you are, you say, and he says, can't put it in. We got 2 other bills going. We got to stay unified, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Any congressman could put in a bill, but they tell the junior ones, hey, listen, hey, kid, don't put that bill in. This is the senior person. Hey, the whip or whatever there. Don't put that bill in. If you put that bill in, we're not going to give you support. We're not going to give you money. We're not, we're not going to give you our donor lists. You're not going to make it. That's what they tell them. But you got to answer to your constituents, because I don't give a shit what he says. If you got the power in your district to keep him elected, and he puts in for it, just puts in, because that's when he's going to get shot down. He probably won't get any co-signers, but most of them fall in line, and you don't want to see that. And you tell them, hey, we're going to get in, put it in. You kind of got to tell them what to do, because they're only out for themselves.
Right.
And we know that. So if they're out for themselves, you or the group that has the power to put them in office has to say, hold on, guys. Hold on. You did that last time. Now, go get 3 guys. You don't have 3 friends in Congress, 5 friends in Congress in 2 years, since it's every 2 years. There has to be a way, and there is, that you could hold their feet to the fire to who matters. You, the constituent, that constituent, not the Speaker of the House, not the whip that gets all these people. And they call them a whip because they're supposed to get their votes in line. Well, I'm not voting the way doesn't it piss you off when you hear a Republican say, I voted Republican 100% of the time? Or you hear a Democrat, I'm strong Democrat, 100%, look at my voting record. I right off the bat consider them both useless. Because if you don't believe there's a good idea on one side or not one good idea out of whatever, then you're a fucking idiot. And that's just being a robot to somebody else. And we have too many robots between us, Dan. That's the problem. You're talking, look at me, I'm on a roll. You get me going, buddy.
But it's like, when you look at it, though, the average salary for a congressman or somebody in the Senate and the House of Representatives is like, what, maybe $400,000 a year?
No.
All these people are billionaires.
No. A congressman is up.
Or is that the president?
President's 440 now.
Okay.
The congressman's a 180 or 170, and a senator is 190. Now, don't get me wrong; they get everything else paid for: staffs, this, that, secretary, the whole work.
Right.
But they don't get paid enough either, because they have to maintain 2 houses, one in Washington, one where their home district. But obviously, what happens after that, since let's face it, that's not enough money in today's world. I would give every single congressman and every single Congress, Senate, and both House $1 million salary. But if they get caught even the slight, I'd have an enforcement team watching them with this insider training, all this bullshit, and all these favors and shit to do. I would fucking put them right away, and I'd give them life. They wouldn't do it then.
Oh, hell
Those
no.
are the people that get slaps in the wrist. It really is backwards. A poor kid who's 19, he's an addict. Not saying right or wrong, he's an addict. He robs a bank with a
Right.
note. He's doing 5 years because he's whatever. And all he needed was a slap on the wrist, kinda, or eye opener, whatever. It's serious, but it was no gun, whatever. And then you get the congressman
Right.
that's been doing this shit forever, and he gets 6 months in a halfway house and shit. And the poor kid was an addict. They never got help for him, and he's just gonna go to prison, get more, fucked up in prison with drugs and everything else, and then he's gonna get out. We never helped this kid. This poor congressman, he didn't
Right.
need help. He was a criminal worse than this kid ever was, and we just got a backward society. And I think people are seeing it
Hmm.
more. If you ever noticed, there's a lot of law enforcement civilian interactions lately that are, you get sued. There's a lot of from
Hmm.
ICE to it. It's so much, and
Right.
I don't think we have good leadership. I really don't, and that's nobody
No, we
cares
don't.
for the people. They care about themselves.
Yeah. It's government
Oh,
included.
100%.
Everybody
It is the
included too.
government.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kidding me?
They're looking out for number
They're
one. That's
looking
all
out
they're
for their
doing. I think
pocketbooks.
that's what this whole war in Iran thing is about. I
Oh,
usually don't talk government on here, but having you on here, I knew it was gonna happen, so I'm letting it go. So, but yeah, it's like the whole war in Iran right now. It's just people are just making
a
money off of it.
100%.
Like,
But like you said,
yeah,
I
I
try
was
not to myself because I am middle of the road. I am so middle of the road.
right.
But you know what, Dan? Most people are socially liberal, fiscally conservative. They don't want to give their
Hmm.
money to bullshit and get everybody and keep. That's fiscally responsible. They want to see the money spent the right way. But you know what? They're socially
Right.
liberal because they don't care who fucks who. They don't care what drug you do, as long as you're not hurting other people. You know, as a history guy, I could start telling what people don't even know why our amendments are the way they were. The Bill of
Yeah.
Rights is there because of the first 10 amendments. And why? Because they're the first. Look at me. I'll do it. The first. You're gonna let me. I'm gonna do it, Dan. All right, buddy.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna
The
let you, dude.
First
Go
Amendment.
ahead.
First Amendment is the most important. Why? Because in during the Boston Tea, throwing the tea in Boston Harbor and
Hmm.
protesting taxes, we weren't allowed to assemble to petition our government to freedom of speech. That's what happened. That's why it's the First Amendment, and there's 5 elements to it. And not only that, it was done like that because then the Europe Tories came here to take our guns away and said,
Hmm.
"Hey, you guys can't have guns because we did this big protest. We're not allowed to do that." But that's why these are our first, Second Amendment. Second Amendment because they come to take the guns. We're hunters. Hey, you ain't taking our guns. Starts what it
Right.
is. Obviously, the tax starts. Everything goes. Now you don't have the. Of course, why people don't they go? Hey, Larry, why is the Third Amendment about housing officers at quarter? During war of time war. Because that was back in the day when they were coming from other states and they were walking, and you had to house them, and you had to do that, and that was part of the law. They put it in the Constitution. That's how important. It's
Hmm.
obsolete. It should be changed. Fourth Amendment
Right.
protect because the Tories were coming into people's houses. So they said the Fourth Amendment, you have the protection, you have the right to privacy in your own home. Period. No, that's one of the good ones. Every one of them is from the old days for reasons. And it just seems like we are spitting in the face of, and trust me, I believe in law and order, but I don't believe in this
Hmm.
place where they put your foot on your neck. It's us against them. Are we here just to pay the government to keep people in money? Because that's
Hmm.
all we're doing. People don't want to live.
That's
That's why I
exactly what
tell
we're here
people, go
for.
live, man. Don't go
Right.
say you're going to do it when you retire and you're lucky if the fucking retirement's here. Just go live your
Right.
life. Figure it out. Work hard.
Hmm.
Respect people. You'll get it. And do the things that make you happy. Too many people are
Right.
listening to the government, I call it the government, uh, uh, propaganda. How's that? When I was in the military,
There you go.
I remember the Russians were propaganda. How about the evil empire of the United States? We did the same thing. The United States did the same thing.
Hmm.
I was there. I was in the Cold War.
Yeah.
I boarded Russian ships and Japanese ships, and they on the high seas. So Oh, the Russians did. Man, I was drinking vodka with them on the deck. They were normal people just like you and I.
Right.
And just like, listen, I don't hate the Iranian people. Well, listen, it's, sad thing. Old people start wars, young people die for them. And
Yep.
that's another thing I don't believe in. Now, if I'm going to go to war, World War II, we were all speaking German, period. That's the
Mm-hmm.
end of that. So go to war. And we did something that, if you're not willing to drop the nuclear bomb, and I mean this, then don't go to war,
Right.
period. We did it.
True.
Don't say how great we're this compassionate, such a great stop,
Yep.
drop them right in the middle of a city. Listen, that's war. I get it. It's been done for thousands of years, from the Vikings, the Huns, you name it, does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
Romans, name them, Greeks, everything that happens, crazy shit happens, but don't profess. That's why when the United States says, "Oh, the human rights of Iran," stop it, please. Do you know what the human rights of what they're violating, all the people in prison? I can
Mm-hmm.
go on and on stories that you. Not that everybody's innocent. Not that. Why do we have the worst prison system in the free world, and we're the richest country in the free world? I don't get
Because
it.
it makes money. Because it
Yeah,
makes money.
you got it. See, I didn't want to get into that part. Let's ask prison. You want to know why the prison system's broke? Prison system's broke because it's part of that same system. They're putting people in charge. It's such a joke. I remember there was a lady director of Bureau of Prisons just before this one. I was calling for her. She could not answer to Congress after a year and a half as the director of the Bureau of Prisons. They asked her, "How many personnel do you need? You know, what's the number of people that you need?" And
Mm-hmm.
she says, "I don't know yet." You're on that job for a year and a half. You know the biggest problem you have is you can't retain anybody. You have no guards, and you don't. You should know that the first week you're on the job. Have people. How many do we need to get this thing running? I don't care. Give me numbers. I don't want to justify it. I don't get that. I kept. Are these people just sitting there going to work? I don't know what they do,
Mm-hmm.
and we're paying these
Right.
people. There's so much. Oh, man. Okay, I'm not going to make Saturday like this. We're near the 4th of July, Dan. Let's have a good one. Let's say
Yeah.
how we're going
For
to
sure.
become a prison like Germany or Norway
Right.
or Sweden, or which has lower crime rates, lower recidivism rates, and better
Mm-hmm.
prisons. And here, I don't want the audience to say, "Oh, there goes Larry sticking." Listen, I could be hard look, anybody does anything to a kid, you ain't got nothing coming with me.
Right.
That's an innocent kid, little kids. I see stuff in it. Stop it. Stop it. Listen, I was a criminal, and I cannot justify any one thing I did. I do myself by saying I didn't hurt anybody who wasn't in my business.
Right.
But that's still, I get it. It's the way I cope, and I'm all right with that. Uh, but some of these people, they're like the cops. How does a cop pull over an old lady and give her a ticket for? I mean, how can you do that? Is this the society we want?
Right.
Listen, if somebody's hurting or a threat to hurt someone, I speak. I spoke at the International Association of Chief of Police in Dallas, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and I was speaking in front of the the world, and I was their guest speaker on their ethics committee, no less. So it was a big thing, China, people all over the world, and afterwards, I smoked cigars and we're sitting around smoking cigars at night, and a bunch of us. And I told all the chiefs, I said, "I got something for you guys to mull over." And they, "What's up, lad?" And I go, "Where is the most times you cops get hurt? Like, what is it?" They go, "Well, domestic violence, of course,
Mm-hmm.
any of those calls, or stopping, just a random stop." I said, "Yeah, everybody says that, random stop." So why are you doing that? And they looked at me, and the ones who said the certain word, I jumped down their throat, and then they shut up. Someone said, "Well, that's how we get in to look at the car. That's
Mm-hmm.
how we can sit." Is that what you're really hired to do?
Right.
No, no, you're not. You're not. You're to protect and serve. Oh, we're serving by getting people. No, you're fucking not.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it, man.
Yeah.
I get right on him. I said, "No, see, you're not." You guys are here to help protect the community. And how you protect the community? If you want to do anything, you have license plate readers, you have cameras on your front of your car, you snap the picture, you got the plate, you send him a warning ticket that he went through a light, or a warning. Hey, you
Right.
went through the light on this date. We don't want to give you a ticket, but just be careful because people get hit. That's all. You're gonna have a person say, "Wow, that was pretty cool." At least he done. Maybe he wasn't La La Land.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a guy going 100 and he's going to kill someone, obviously you want him to stop. But other than that, you're going to find a kid with a joint in the ashtray. The kid's going to panic. He's going to race away. You got a pursuit. The cops doesn't know. He's an idiot to pursue, but he's gonna because it's adrenaline that happens. They've done many studies, and they're going to kill an innocent civilian. And it's going to be, oh, he shouldn't have ran. It's going to turn right back on a kid, where you could have stopped the whole thing by not even stopping the car. Are you out? You have enough snitches out there, cops, to find out what you need. You don't need fucking to be, playing games and getting people out of cars and shit. Interrupting their day and stuff. I mean, I know the law, but it's just they so hard because listen, they're not going to get any kind of real serious times. The money that they lose, which they lose all the time, comes out of my pocket, literally in my account. If they get sued, guess who pays? The city. And here's where the citizens aren't doing their job. If your city has X amount of fines from lawsuits because the cops fucking up, why are you not firing the chief of police?
Right.
I don't get it. I mean, if I had two, I'd say, "What's going on, chief?" Well, I have one. I see. If I see what's going on, if I see any more than that, you got to get rid of him. He's not doing something right. Period. Somebody's got to. You can't just let it keep going. Because people are costing us money because they don't listen to this. There's no training. There's whatever it is. They can go into a million things.
Right.
What it's about. It's crazy. It's very frustrating, too. Yeah, I know. They'll never say it's a quota. But
they'll never say it. No, I have family in law enforcement. I have family on both sides of the law, actually. And and it seems to go hand in hand. Once you have somebody in law enforcement, the other one there's someone that doesn't follow suit. But like from knowing like family members having on both sides of the family, like I know that cops have a quota. They'll tell you to your blue in the face. My uncle will do it to this day and say he's retired and everything to this day and say we don't have a quota. But you know damn well they do.
There's fees, even if the cops don't know. They have a certain budget. And how do you think they fund that police department?
Exactly.
Not from tax money, really.
No.
It's from the fees. More fees. They go, are you kidding me? Everything is about fees in cities. I'm so sick and tired of it with the code enforcement, this. What the fuck are you doing? Are we free or are we free?
Right.
It's kind of hard to think you're free when everybody can just keep getting in your pocket under the color of law again. That's what pisses me off. Because if you and I did what they do, you'll get an extortion card charge.
Yeah, we'll be in jail in a heartbeat.
and really,
I'll be on 60 days in. Right.
I hope it's only 60.
Right, exactly.
But that's I did a couple of videos on that 60 days in, and
do you portray this as fake?
There's parts of it. I mean, listen, a guy who's a seasoned convict like myself, you don't think I would know what's going on?
Exactly.
They know. You don't just get. You think you're gonna now? This guy's talking to the cop, and you tell him he's doing something else, but you're hanging with this guy and you're the dealer. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, that or they're just like in the land of 50 IQ, something, because there isn't a chance that they don't know it. They're not gonna listen. There's things I did in prison. I stabbed 2 people. I've been stabbed twice. I'm not gonna do that if I knew there was a camera there. That's it's attempted murder.
Yeah.
It just thank God 90% of all stabbings don't result in the death in prison.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
Right.
Because if it was a murder, it's a whole different investigation, everything else, and they could stop it. They could do so many things. They don't want to. I found out things. This is something. There's a guy named Gary Massey who was a guard. Who was my guard. He guarded me in Jessup, Georgia. He ended up going to prison himself. He was the head of the union too in Jessup. He's a great guy. He went to prison because he yes, he smuggled in tobacco and creatine. Uh, Wrong, 100%. But they put him in prison
Yeah.
for a year because they didn't like him because he was the head of the union and he was always against the administration, which is the warden and stuff. And he used to cover for us guys when I was in prison.
Mhm.
You know, great guy. Listen, I don't care what he did. He was a great. He was that guy wouldn't have. I don't think we call it arrest. He didn't think he arrested anybody in prison. Ever put you in a hole. You know, he'd fight you.
Right.
You know, he was a great guy. He's a Georgia boy, and he did. You know, I didn't like him. He did it. You know why he did it? Because they don't pay him, and he freaking was getting cancer treatments for his mother who died.
Oh wow.
Again, wrong, but justifiable in my mind.
Yes.
More two guys 6 weeks before he got caught smuggling heroin into the prison. They got nothing. They were just terminated.
Wow.
He goes to prison for a year
For tobacco and
for
creatine.
tobacco and creatine. That's all they got. And it's in the records and all that. I looked it up, of course. And now when you see that, you say to yourself, come on. I
Right.
mean, nobody's listen, it's not about inmates and guards, it's about corruption. Period. They're protected. Now, you know what Massey told me? He was at a union for a long time. Good guy. You got to look at a video or two I did. I'm going to go see him again. I just talked to him about that indictment of the bullshit with the drones because I was in 3 of those prisons
Okay.
that were in that 10 prison thing, you know, with the
Mhm.
drones. Not they didn't have drones then, of course, but my point is I was in those. I know the facilities. I know how they run. I know where they can do things. But to put this guy in prison, right? Kids, the whole works year, and we talked about it on my show, you know. And he was telling me that wardens get bonuses for cutting back on food costs. What do you think that's coming?
Mhm.
That's the anything else. They're cutting back on guards' hours and overtime. That's why they didn't like him because he used to call them out.
Right.
And warden he was telling me how the warden in our prison got $20,000 bonus. How are you giving a government employee a bonus for for fucking incarcerate or making sure that your own citizens don't escape whatever it is?
Right.
That's a bonus job. Oh, you did a good job. You did it cheaper. We could put more people in. That sickened me, and it still
Mhm.
does. And I go, I don't understand why people aren't more. I am. I really shouldn't get like that, Dan. What it is I figured out until somebody has something in their family or close to them happen.
Right.
Bernie Kirk was the police commissioner of New York City. He goes to prison for a year. Got caught stealing or whatever, embezzling,
Mhm.
whatever the hell he did. Goes to prison. Now he's the biggest advocate for fucking prison reform.
Hmm.
Why? Because he went to prison.
Yep.
But when you were out there, these people who put people in prison and push these bullshit laws, they're the ones who should go in there for a couple of days.
Yeah, go live that shit for a
This
little
is what
bit.
you're doing to people. You need to do that, and that's just how I feel. And
Yep.
I get pushed back a lot on it, but I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
And it's this kind of conversation to me is like I can rant. Obviously, you can ask, and anytime you have questions from anything with prisons, I tell people, listen, it's your show. Whatever questions, I'm an open book. I don't ever say,
Okay.
oh, don't ask about this, don't ask about that. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I tell the truth, and I don't
Right.
have to worry. Oh, did I say this? I tell the truth.
Right.
Some people don't like it, and that's okay because
That's
nobody has to like it.
yeah. That's like one of the things that I like about you and on your videos and stuff. Like you're just 100%. You're just like I'm gonna give it to you the way it is, the way I lived it, and this is the way this is
Right,
how it was.
wrong, or indifference, Dan. And
Right.
I'm not saying I never sit here and say, I know how it's going. I can tell you what's a lie, what they're lying to you about when they talk to you. That's
Mhm.
easy. But certain opinions like this thing, they use so many agencies to do this 12-person indictment. Big fucking deal. 8 of them are in prison already. Big deal again, right? Anyway, as 8 of them, yes, they shouldn't let that in. Yes, it's something, but they came out like this is the biggest thing since sliced bread, and they probably spent I can't even listen. I listed in that video. I listed the number of agencies. Oh my god! Every state to this. It was 8 states. So it's 8 state agencies, 8 local agencies, FBI, DEA, Homeland Security, Justice Department, U.S. attorneys in every district. I don't even want to know how much money was spent on this. I mean, and to say, oh, you did a lot. How about one of you stop one guard from bringing it in one prison and you do better?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're trying to chase uphill. You just went and swatted a bee's nest when you were in a Jurassic Park full of freaking giant bees. You know, makes no sense. It's like pissing uphill or
into the wind.
Yeah, into the wind, into a 50-knot wind. But the prison system kind of gets me like that sometimes. But then I have to catch myself. And then I go towards helping people, like what my issues were, and power and all the wrong things. Not that listen, we all have egos. You're supposed to have an ego. You have to temper it, obviously. And I think age helps a lot. Trust me.
Right.
How old are you, Dan?
I just turned 44.
Okay, you're young. You're 20 years younger than me.
Yep.
So you're going to see, first of all, you're going to see a lot of things change, but I'm sure you're seeing it already. Because you're at the point where your probably eyes are going. Because I was 45 when my eyes went, and I can't see shit.
I have astigmatism. I had perfect vision throughout my entire life until I hit like 44. Then I have astigmatism now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's in the mid 40s. Everybody's reading glasses, and I always said, not me.
Nope.
Boy,
Father Time is undefeated at all.
Wow, you sure about that, man? I just said to someone because of my mom passing, man, live life, man. Just live it. And my mother was great. I say, if you live past your life expectancy, what your life expectancy was when you were born, I don't know, mine was like 77 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
If because I'm born in 61, and if I live to 82, I'm on the sunny side of shit, man. I'm doing better than the average. My mom lived to 93. She's a big winner. She lived a pretty good life. And I got to look at things like that. And I even look at myself. I'm not scared of death, even in a little. I really am not.
Right.
And it's going to happen. You can't stop it. It really can't. Sometimes you say to yourself, good, it'll come, get it over with. But it's just like, man, you can't. You just try to live as best you can and don't keep waiting. Young people do this. Oh, I'm gonna wait till the college is paid off before I get married. We're gonna wait till we get a house, and before we get the house, before we get kids, we're gonna wait. Fuck that. Do it when it happens. Just do it. I'm telling you, you'll figure it out. You'll be better for it. You'll be younger. I know guys who had kids when they were 19, 18. Now they're fucking 39. The kids out of the house and they're fucking still young.
Right.
So, but it's not even that. But even then, just do it because you don't know what's gonna happen in life. Accidents. Economies, world, wars, this. If you want to do something, kind of plan it and try to do it. I mean, not be responsible. That's what I'm doing now. That's why I'll not post this. I don't tell somebody I'm guaranteed posting. This days. No,
right.
Can't do it because then that's put me in a box, and then it becomes job and not fun.
True.
And I don't want that. I get it. Right. I know you're supposed to do that. We know it. I know more about this algorithm than I got a YouTube advisor that does that. Talks to you when you're at 1 million, they do that.
Right.
So I know what I'm supposed to do. Do I do it? No. Do I lose money and all that? Yes. Am I worried about it that much? No.
No.
So I mean, I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. I get it. When you're young or you yourself, even you're starting to get. Yeah, you want to push harder and harder because that's what you like to do, probably. I like to do this. I'm here on a Saturday because I like to do this. I'm sure you like to do what you do. If you don't like it, then get the fuck out.
Yeah, and why do it? If you're not having fun, why do it?
Absolutely. Or, it could be hard. It could be challenging, which is good because it's testing you. And, I love figuring shit out, man. I could edit. I could do so much shit. Not good. Not great, but if I had to, I did it because I started doing it,
Right.
And now, of course, I got guys who know what they're doing a little bit, and even they fuck up, but I still like to know,
Always learn. So I always tell people, I'm like, learn. Like, you hate learning when you're young, but when you get older, you're like, damn, I wish I learned more.
I love it. I learn every day. That's right. When you stop,
Yep.
you're dead when you stop learning. You know,
Yep.
that's the truth. Warren
Gotta
Buffett
keep
said that
growing.
too. I like
Yep.
that.
You gotta keep growing.
But gotta
Gotta
work
keep
for me.
growing.
Oh, if
But
not, why not? You ready?
right.
Where we at?
Well, we're about 55 minutes in. I was gonna talk to you about the reality check program you
Sure.
got going on.
Yes. Thank you.
So what? Yeah, what made you
Okay, I got
decide
good
to
news
start?
to report. I got good news
Okay.
to report. This is really good news. I'm going to say it. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say. Okay, we got a lot going on. A reality check program. I just redid the new one. The
Okay.
first one was done in 2008. It was so funny because I can't even watch porn in those kind of pixels. So, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my, it was like 240p or something, like, and
Right. Yeah.
because
Terrible.
it was done all day. Anyway, we just redid it. I redid the whole thing. It's being edited as I speak. Also, we're going to be doing something. We're going to be expanding all over the world. We're just going public, and
Okay.
it's going to take about a year. And we already started the processes and everything, and we're going to expand all over the world. We have the highest success rate of any company in the world with regards to helping people make better choices. Like, the study was done by how the questioning was.
Hmm.
Did you get rearrested after seeing the reality check program? Did you? Uh, at what age? We have a college came in and took all the data, and they asked. They did a quantitative analysis. Our success rate is off the charts, and we have a
Nice.
90% success rate of kids not getting rearrested, a 70% better attitudes, and that's by the parent, a 43% better school grades, and 31% of school attendance. And that's not
Hmm.
by us. That's by, and I was in Congress and had to testify up there, and they were saying, because they were looking at the numbers, and they said, "Well, you must be very happy." I said, "I am." I said, "But you know what number I like better? How about the kids who saw my program or saw me speak and then didn't get in the car with the kid with the drugs, or didn't get
Hmm.
in the car with the kid with a gun, or made that right choice and didn't, rob something, do that and save their life." I don't know that number, but
Right.
it's out there. There is a number, meaning it's not nobody, and I get
Hmm.
that all the time. I get so many emails say, "Mr. Lawton, but you saved me. I was listening to your videos and you gave me hope that I could change." A lot of good things. And those are the ones are good. I get some asshole ones too. Trust me. You're
Right.
fucking still a fucking criminal. What a criminal. I'm fucking out for 20 years almost. I never did it. Do I like to smoke my joints? Yeah. Do I like to do my shit? Whatever. That's my business. I remember people were getting on me because I had a Harley, and it was funny because people were getting on me because I didn't wear a helmet. I said, "Wait a minute. Oh, what role model? Don't take me as a role model, please.
Right.
Stupid. I'm just giving you life experiences. If I drop dead, if I hit my head, that's a good lesson. Don't to wear a helmet, isn't it?" And they go,
There you
I go,
go.
"So
Yep.
shut the fuck up and let me do what I want, because it's my choice." I am not going to be, and I always said this, and I'm not going to be one of those sheep that follow every single little thing the government says. I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to feel if it's, first of all, morally right. I mean, what are you going to do if the
Hmm.
government says, "I think the people who hit 80, you should, like, stab them"? I mean, I'm just saying. Or you should, start
Right.
giving them acid pills or something. To start slowly
Right.
making their life better, which really kills it. Well, you're going to do it? No. So my point is, I'm not going to listen to everything they say. I'm going to listen to what they say and not just obey it. You know,
Right.
Cops who just say, "Oh, I'm following orders." You are such a fucking robot. That
Right.
went out in World War II. It really did. Uh, and they're critical thinkers is what people want. Look at the wars that are going on now. They're critical thinkers. They're tech people. There's drone things. You don't see them on hand-to-hand combat like in the World War II. But
Right.
and just listen. We have to do it. And if we don't,
Hmm.
what's going to happen? But the reality check
Right.
program is doing so well. So we have a lot of people, investors want us to go public. And what we're going to do is expand. Obviously, we're in Florida, we're in court systems and everything else. So we're going to be going into the next states next. And actually, we have a lot of interest from overseas. And I do a lot of time on the reality check program. Again, that's why I
Hmm.
don't do as much. I got a couple other things in the works. I have a TV show looked like it's coming out. I'm trying to debate it, trying to bring it to my channel. A big one, production,
Yeah.
value, all works. I said, let's try it my channel.
Okay.
And it's really high end, you know. I did you see the movie I did? Oh, you probably did.
I haven't yet.
I
No.
did a movie.
Sorry.
I did a short
Okay.
film. I went to Milan, Italy, and Madrid, Spain, and the film is right now in the Cannes Film Festival, and it's in the advertising for an award. And if they get an award,
Yeah.
they ask me if I'll go out there, because you'll know in July, I think it is. I says, "Oh, I'll
Right.
go out if I could speak." And they said, "Sure." I go, "Because you only get like 45 seconds or a minute or something." I go, "Okay." You think they're gonna get me off that stage? Fuck no. You're gonna read about it in the papers. Some guy had to be pulled off the stage. When am I ever gonna go to a Cannes Film Festival award and get an award? And I
Right.
said, I'm gonna make it. They're gonna say that crazy dude didn't want to get off. They're gonna have to go to commercials and then shut the damn thing off. I don't care. Be funny as hell.
That'd
I'll make it
be
think.
great. Now,
And we got the
now I
cigar
remember
company
you.
too.
Yeah, the cigars too. I was wondering about those too. I'm like,
Yes.
how'd you get hooked up with the cigar company?
Well, I've been smoking cigars for 45 years, 40 since I was 18.
Okay.
And uh, the biggest company in the world approached me, Oliva, and they wanted to get involved with what I do with the podcast. They sponsor all that, and then
Uh-huh.
to get the whole deal, they asked me what I wanted, and it would cost a lot of money, 7 figures, but to make your own brand and everything. And they put it up for me,
Right.
and they made my own brand. I have actual in Nicaragua. There's fields with my brand in my uh, 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 where I blended the cigar. So my blend is in Nicaragua. I
Okay.
go to Nicaragua. I've been there a few times already, and that's where 78% of all cigars in America come from Nicaragua. Cuba's over, so
Uh-huh.
anybody says Cuba doesn't know anything about cigars. They all moved to
Right.
Nicaragua and Dominican, but mostly Nicaragua. That's true. It's just, but even though communist country, but it is what it
Yeah.
is. But actually the mountains up in Nicaragua, up in the hills in Esteli, that's where all the farms are. It's the most in the world. It's the most rich cigar area in the world.
Oh wow.
That's doing well, but I actually what I did, Dan, is I gave that to my guy, my CEO. Uh, I had to hire a CEO just to handle the cigar company because I can't
Uh-huh.
do that too. I mean, I love it. I'm a great,
Right.
we're gonna do a few little things with it. I love it. I love my cigars too, and people do. People love them, and they're doing great. But I can't like do the business end of that and then do reality check, do YouTube. You just you again, I don't want to make it not fun.
Right.
And the minute I keep putting too much, it's gonna get to the point where I'm say fuck this, and I don't want that. You know.
Yeah.
What about you? Do
Yep.
you do it like
I've
that or?
like I've come been to like that a couple of times, but I'm just like, you know what? Like I would if I wasn't doing the show, I don't know what I
Right.
would do with my
That's
pastime.
exactly what it
Right.
is.
I would just eat snacks and watch TV, and I'd end up being fat and
You're
die
so
by the age
funny.
of 60. But
I was 264 3 months ago. I'm now down to
yep.
217, 219. So I lost 40 pounds,
Congrats,
45 pounds.
congrats. Yep. I had a doctor's appointment just the other day,
Well, I
honestly,
started with that
and I
shot,
was
and not
oh
not
okay.
Ozempic, the
The
other one.
GLPs.
Yeah, the other one, Moderna, I think
Okay.
it is, or whatever it is.
Moderna.
But I started with that, and I only did it for 2 months, and I've been off it for 3 months. So, and I still maintained
Nice.
it. In other words, it kickstarted me. Uh,
Right.
and I said, well, I'll give it a whirl, but I didn't want to be on anything for long periods. I just didn't want. Uh,
Yeah.
Listen, but I was in such bad shape then. when I went to Italy and I went to Milan, and I gotta send you it. I'll send you the clip. Uh, I was in such bad shape. I mean, not only the work, the acting, all that bullshit, the walking. It was I didn't want to do anything even after a shoot. You know what I mean? I went back to my hotel and didn't get to see anything because I was in such out of shape, really. And I did that for
Right.
myself. I don't give a shit about anything. I wanted to feel better. And at 65, you better do that. You know. So I did that.
Right.
But
Yep.
anything else? Where we at? I mean,
Yep.
I'm looking at the clock.
Yeah, you just said you're about to start touring.
Not a
Is this
tour.
like
No. I'm heading
in-state flow?
south to set up
Oh.
stuff with the tour. I'm actually gonna be.
Okay.
Since Mom passed, now I'm actually because I was taking care of her, so I really couldn't leave like I wanted to leave. Now
Right.
there's nothing holding me. I could set up a tour, hit the matter of fact, the RV is getting final repairs, and I'm gonna hit the road and go to different areas. Where are you at?
I'm in Michigan.
Michigan. Oh, I'll be out that way for sure.
About
I've been
about
in Michigan,
2
but
hours north of
Roseville,
Detroit.
Rosemont. I think it was Rosemont.
Rosemont. Okay.
Roseville, Rosemont. My buddy lived out there, and he worked in a casino. Out
Okay.
there, and but yes, I know also a couple. I don't know if you know who Rude Jude is.
No.
Sirius
I don't.
XM radio. The Jude Angelini, he had the Rude Jude show for 20 years on Sirius XM 45.
Okay.
And he's a good friend, and he comes here, and he goes on my shows, and I'll go here. And I think he's running a show now again because he quit there. It was 20 years with what do they call him? With Sirius. But you know,
Oh wow.
all of those platforms are going by.
That's I
mean, they really are.
Yep.
How many people have radio?
The satellite radio. Yeah.
I mean, some do, and for their car maybe, but again, you got your phone.
Like I listen to like FM radio.
Yeah, something I even do. I actually put my phone on
in the mornings.
Because it goes right through the radio. You know, I'll have a podcast on, or Rogan, or somebody like that. You know, You know, I like different ones and shows. I watch mostly YouTube shows. I watch Undated. You ever see that? It's funny. Oh my god, you gotta watch that. You ever Kill Tony?
Yep. Kill Tony, a big fan of Kill Tony.
I mean, but you'll like Undating. Got it? Undating.
Undating.
It's great. It's a show that they're very famous. They're getting like Tony, so they travel, they do shows, and they bring people up, and they bring a girl or a guy up, and they get someone, and it's real cool. It's just something I put on all the time, and just put it in the background, and I don't have to I don't want these things because I don't have time. If I have to sit there pay attention like it's school, then it's not. It's just not on the. Then do that. I can't do anything else. So.
Right. Gotcha.
But other than that, whatever we could do something again sometime. I didn't know. I forgot. I should do one on mine and bring you on, or bring your show, or do them both. We'll put my live on both. I think you could do that.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah. Yeah, I can. I think there's an option on here. I have to adjust the settings.
I think there's an option. Like if I go live, and I can bring you in, or you bring me in, and then my audience comes in too.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun. Help you. All right, Dan.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your day to chat with me. I'm gonna let you get to your. I know you're a busy guy, and I'm gonna let you get to your thing. And
I appreciate you letting me rant about shit I never get to rant about.
Oh no, I appreciate you ranting. That's what
I'm just so
but
I need to be more like I'm getting that way. I'm seeing it so clear, the corruption, and I'm trying to open people's eyes. That's all I'm trying to do. And I hope they don't.
I think a lot
don't
of
be a
people
robot.
Are starting to
That's
see.
all I want to do.
Right.
Don't be the sheep.
I think a lot of people are starting to open up to that.
Yeah. Don't be a sheep. I try to tell people. Just don't believe blindly. What do you think COVID was? They were just trying to see how much they could control.
Exactly.
You. That's all they were trying to do. And they figured it out, and they went to their limit, and they know. And they controlled a lot of freaking people.
They did. Like everything was shut down.
I never wore a mask.
It was sad. It was sad to see.
Never wore a mask. I refused.
Me neither.
Come on. Give me some science a little bit. Don't just say put on.
I got sent home from work a couple of times because I refused to put a mask on.
There you go.
I'm like, you can send me home.
Yeah.
I'm getting that Trump money. I don't give a shit.
I didn't get that, but I got you. Let's go. That's funny.
Right.
Dan, it was a good one. I got to get going.
Yeah.
Get out of here by 5.
All right.
You're
All right, I appreciate
Detroit, so okay, that's the same time frame here, I think. East Coast time.
Yep, same time zone.
Hey, have a good day. Wish the best to your family and everybody, and good show. Thanks again, Dan.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. We'll get together sometime.
Absolutely.
Get back together.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
For sure. Take care. Larry Lawton, everybody. Wow. So yeah, we didn't get to the whole story, but if you want to know his life story, his YouTube is in the description below. Click that little YouTube link and go check out his YouTube channel because he tells you everything from childhood to when he got out, and it's great. He has a great story behind him. He's on to big things, and I was super excited to have him on the show, and even more excited now that he wants to come back. So I appreciate you guys. Happy 4th of July to everybody. We will be off next week. Happy 4th of July. I hope everyone has a happy and safe holiday. And the week after that, we'll be back with Johnny Germani on July 11th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. That's going to be our new time for here on out. I think when college football starts, we might change it. I don't know. But from right now, for the summer, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, that's when we're going to go live. And Johnny Germani next week, not next week, but 2 weeks from now, July 11th. Come check him out. Cypher Society, all that good stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching, tuning in. Tap, share, tell a friend, like, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Help me out. And I love you guys. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Stay up. Peace.